Go!
Hey folks, I'm Grant.
I'm Brian.
And we're the smartest kids in the room.
We are.
Back after a little while, break, if you will. We say that every single show now.
Yeah, man, we got dragged out of United. I don't know if that joke's still relevant anymore, but
that was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, that was AKA.
There's been a lot of controversy with airlines lately. It's pretty strange. But we're back and we got some news, hopefully. Yeah, say so, right?
Yeah, there's Disney.
Well,
shit the bed yesterday.
This is episode. Jesus Christ! Well, what is it? I lost count. Come on, Brian. You're supposed to have this shit or not.
No.
We're episode 20.
I don't get paid enough for
this. And then we're gonna discuss some news. But first, Brian, I actually have some what to watch recommendations if you want to hear.
You go for it, man.
I've been seeing a couple of this is the time of this movie season where there's not a lot of big movies coming out and stuff. So I've actually been going to see a lot of smaller movies, and I've seen two recently within the last week, I guess. And I actually gotta recommend them, man. They're more recent movies. Actually just came out, I think, within the last month. And the first one is a movie called Free Fire.
Free Fire.
Yeah, Free Fire came out, I think, last weekend. It didn't make a lot of money at the box office. It got mixed reviews, but I really dug it. Basically, the premise is it's a gun exchange going on. It's like the first act of the movie is it introduces us to these two groups of characters that I gotta say are actually really well fleshed out, fun characters, original characters as well. And there's two groups. There's one selling guns, there's one buying guns, and the majority of the movie takes place in a warehouse during this exchange. And after Act 1, we go into a full-on shoot 'em up, where it's just the entire movie basically is these guys shooting each other out, and it's interesting because the characters they're not black and white, they're gray, like they're partnerships and alliances that you don't necessarily see coming that happen. It's just a fun movie, man. It's actually quite funny as well, and the acting is spot on. I mean, Charlton Copley, he's the main. I would say, I guess he's the star, kinda. He's the guy from District 9 and the 18. What's the other one that came out last year? Hardcore Henry. He's excellent in this movie, and then Armie Hammer, Brie Larson, she's always great. Just a lot of other actors, It's definitely a smaller movie, but I really enjoyed myself watching it last week. And I think I would probably give it 3 burritos, only because the last minute of the movie they kind of dropped the ball in the last minute of the movie. It's not completely disappointing, but they set up the whole movie kind of sets up a lot of interesting ways the ending can happen, but they kind of go with something that's a little, I don't know, kind of safe, I guess, but it doesn't delinquish any of the quality of the movie. It's a really fun movie. If I could describe it in one adjective or verb or noun or whatever this is, I would say fun. So, there you go. Another movie I saw, Brian, called The Void. It's like a throwback to 80s horror movies, kind of like John Carpenter stuff, like The Thing. It's the wackiest movie I've seen in quite some time, a little Canadian movie, and it doesn't have any stars in it, but basically it revolves around a group of people held basically hostage in this hospital as there's a cult outside dressed all in white who are preventing anyone from leaving the hospital. And then suddenly, people start turning into creatures and shit. It kind of turns into body horror at one point. And it just goes into, all sorts of crazy directions. But it's probably, again, I don't want to overuse this word, but it's very original, very fresh, but also small, contained story. But it's one of those just crazy fucking experiences that I had. It probably won't work for everybody, but I had a good time watching this movie, I gotta admit. But that one I would also give 3 burritos. I really did enjoy these movies, and I would definitely recommend both of them. So, That's what I got. Oh, and the Flash and Arrow and all those CW shows came back this week. I watched the Flash last night. It was pretty good. I'm interested. They haven't revealed the identity of the main villain of the season yet, but I'm eagerly awaiting. So I don't know if you got anything, Brian, or what. You know
Well, what to watch? I will
contribute?
rewatch the first 21 Jump Street movie.
And does it still hold up?
It does still hold up.
That one came out in what 2012, so it's almost 5 years old, bruh.
I still need to see the second one.
The second one's just as good, if not. Well, it's almost as good, if not as good as the first one.
Yeah.
But it's I dig it a lot.
But,
I guess we can go ahead and hop into news, man.
But let's start out with this. Next week is Guardians.
Oh yeah, totally. We're getting Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 next week, and the reviews have come out. And the general idea is that it's good. It's almost as good as the first one. That's what I've been generally hearing. But I couldn't be more excited to go see this.
As of right now, it's Rotten Tomatoes scored it as if Marvel freaked out if they got like a B on a project.
It's an 87, I think.
Yes.
And the first one got a 92. I mean, look, that's
still good though.
That's a B plus. And again, I mean, you can't really microanalyze the percentages on Rotten Tomatoes because, I mean, it's not. I would prefer if they had a grading system that was more like A minus, B plus, rather than getting it down to a specific percentile. But
yeah.
But I mean, 87. That's still like I would say I don't really tend to look at that as much as I used to. I'm really excited to go see it. We're going to see it next Thursday.
Woo!
Can't wait. It should be cool. But I actually found out today some news. Apparently, Guardians Volume 2 takes place 4 years before Avengers Infinity War. Did you hear about that?
4 years before it?
Yeah. So we're going to get Guardians Volume 2, and then in continuity, it's going to be 4 years, and then we're going to get Avengers Infinity War. So apparently, in Infinity War, when we meet the Guardians in that movie, they will be a lot more. They'll be a lot more different than how they are now. How we know them as the Guardians now. How much more different?
Probably not that different.
I
It's the movie's coming out next year.
No, because everyone likes the characters as they are. No one wants them to change. So
they're still gonna
maybe
have
a little bit of his facial hair will grow or something, but I doubt they're gonna do anything.
They're still gonna have that humor. I think Chris Pratt and Robert Downey's just gonna go at each other.
It's gonna be a big movie, man. I can't wait. And there was rumors that Zoe Saldana might have leaked the title for.
I heard James Gunn just debunked it.
That's what I was about to say. But she said Gauntlet, Infinity Gauntlet. But apparently he has debunked that since. But I don't think they have a title yet. Honestly, I think that's something that. I'm not sure if they do, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they came out and called it Avengers Infinity Gauntlet, but I mean, I would think they would probably want to differentiate the movies a little more than one word, you know? But yeah, I thought that was fairly interesting. There's some sequel news, Brian. Yeah, apparently M. Night Shyamalan, or not apparently, it's been confirmed.
It's been confirmed.
That his next movie will be a sequel to both Unbreakable and Split, which came out this year. Which I still haven't seen yet.
It just came out in Japan.
I want to see it.
Split.
I heard it was pretty good.
Split was pretty good. I liked it. But I didn't know it was a sequel to.
There's one scene at the very end that ties it in to Unbreakable, which is a movie he made 17 years ago. But he's making a new movie called Glass, which is named after the villain of Unbreakable, Mr. Glass, played by Samuel L. Jackson. So Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson are confirmed to come back from Unbreakable, and then James McAvoy, and then the girl that was the main character in Split, I don't know her name, they're coming back for the sequel as well. As I said, it was called Glass, and it's coming out in 2019. What do you think about that? Are you excited at all for that, or what?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I still need to see Unbreakable because I haven't.
It's good. I have seen that one. It's a superhero movie, but it's like more of a drama than I would say a superhero story. Like it's very real world. You know, It's very well made though. I liked it. I liked it. It was pretty refreshing as well as it's kind of an original superhero story in many ways. Um, but yeah, Jeff Goldblum, Brian, the Goldblum
The
himself,
Goldblum
the
himself.
Goldinator. He's been confirmed to come back for Jurassic World 2. Jurassic Harder. I think that's the working title. He's coming back for that. It's the second sequel that he came back this decade. That's the only way I could fit these together. Independence Day Resurgence. He also came back for that one, which was a sequel to another movie he made a long time ago. Jeff Goldblum, he played Dr. Ian Malcolm, of course, in the first two Jurassic Park movies. He's going to be sharing some screen with Chris Pratt. Is that too much? Is that too much comic relief in one movie, or is that too much levity, or what? What do you think about that?
Nah,
you saw Independence Day, right?
Yeah.
The Resurgence, the second one.
Yeah, I saw Resurgence.
What do you think of him in that movie? You think he still has it, Jeff Goldblum?
Oh yeah, he still has it for sure.
You think he's too old and it's silly?
Nah, he's gonna be in Thor too.
Yeah, exactly. He is. He's coming back. Actually,
he looks funny in that too.
He has blue, like purple, blue makeup things going on. He kind of reminded me of the guy from The Hunger Games. What's the guy? Caesar Flickman? Is that his name? Something like that?
Something like that.
Stanley Tucci? Anyways,
I would fail. If you gave me like a test on Hunger Games right now, I would fail it.
Yeah, I don't really...
It's like, who played the main actor? Aw, crap.
Who played the main actor? I think Jennifer Lawrence played the main actor. But, Brian, we're not talking about Hunger Games. We're talking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Apparently, after Avengers 4, yet untitled Avengers Infinity War sequel, after that, apparently the Marvel Cinematic Universe is going to go a little more cosmic. Apparently that's going to be at the forefront, according to Kevin Feige. Because him and James Gunn have been working on the future of the Marvel Cosmic Universe, which is aliens and Guardians and Thors and all that shit. So what do you think about them making that transition? Because for the most part, the universe has been very Earth-based, and it seems like they're going to try to explore space a little more in these movies. So,
I mean, that's going to be cool, though. I'm interested to see that.
Because, dude, Thor Ragnarok looks fantastic.
Yeah.
And if they give more... I want to see more team-up movies like that as well.
I want to see more sci-fi movies now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all in for that.
I mean, because we're really getting a line. Like, after Star Wars, everyone's like, okay, let's do that again.
In Infinity War, I mean, that has to be very cosmic. I mean, they're going to have to go to space at some point. I mean, I would have to imagine the Avengers. But, in other Disney-related news, Brian, the Lion King live-action remake has added a couple of new cast members. This is the one directed by Jon Favreau, starring James Earl Jones. He's coming back as... Oh, my God, I can't remember his name. What's his name, Brian? Hurry, you can't think of it real fast. Simba. Right? Simba, that's it, right? Simba.
Isn't Donald Glover playing Simba?
Mufasa! That's his name. James Earl Jones coming back as Mufasa. Cause you can't really replace him at this point. Donald Glover, he is coming to play Simba, which, okay. But we got some new cast, and in that case, it's going to be Seth Rogen, Brian, and another comedic talent known as Billy Eichner. They're going to be playing Pumbaa and Timon? Yeah, respectively.
It
what do you think about
makes
that?
Perfect sense.
At first, I was like, what? I was like, really? Seth Rogen? But then I thought Seth Rogen...
Yeah, but listen to
he
him.
is a fucking warthog. Of
course literally
like,
is.
Of course he's going to... That's perfect casting. As long as he gets the laugh, I'm all for it, dude. His crazy.
Seth Rogen has a crazy laugh, too. So, and that is set to come out July 19, 2019.
Is it? There's a lot of 2019 release dates.
Yeah.
There's some more release dates, Brian. What are they?
Frozen 2.
Really?
That is still happening, folks. November 27th, 2019.
When did the first one come out?
2013.
2013. So
6 years. Damn.
I mean, it made them a lot of loot, so I'm not surprised.
It made them.
I'm not surprised they're making a sequel.
Yeah, no doubt.
Any more release dates, Brian?
Star Wars Episode 9.
Is that right?
May 24th, 2019. What do you think of them going for the May date now?
I'm kind of surprised, but not surprised, because the Han Solo movie is coming out next year, and it's also a May release date. So, I mean, It doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I kind of like the idea of Christmas movies because there's not a lot of movies that come out during the holiday season.
That's
So
true. I think last year had a big Christmassy.
yeah, they had Rogue One, and
Oh wait, no, never mind.
I can't think of anything else. But no, I mean that doesn't make any difference. I mean, I guess the real question is that you think it's gonna face a lot of competition that summer because
Not really, because it's Star Wars. Basically, everyone's afraid of Star Wars.
yeah, that's what I mean. No one's gonna try to
Albert-
compete for that. I doubt any movie's really gonna try to stay within 2 weeks of that movie.
Basically, The Last Jedi got delayed till December, and everyone's like, I'm not competing with that.
No way, no one because it's Star Wars. No one's gonna. Last one made over $2 billion. I'm sure the next two are gonna make, if not as much.
Quadrillion. They're gonna make up an illion at this point.
A gazillion. But it's gonna be pretty awesome. But that one's coming out May 2019.
May 24th.
Awesome.
And then we got Gigantic, November 25th, 2020.
What's Gigantic? I've never heard of that.
I never heard of that. Hold on. Is this retelling of Jack and the Beanstalk will be directed by Meg Liv. Okay.
Yeah.
Ralph Breaks the Internet, Wreck-It Ralph 2.
That's what it's called?
Yep.
Ralph Breaks the Internet?
I wish it was called Ralph Wrecks the Internet.
That's kind of a weird break. What? He wrecks it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna wreck it. He says that like 100 times in the movie.
Yeah.
Why don't they just call it Wreck-It Ralph 2? Wreck It Harder.
Wreck It Harder. That
Brilliant.
Disney.
Call me.
I know you're listening to this. Wreck It Harder. Come on. But that one's set to come out November 21st, 2018.
I'm in. I love the first movie. I would definitely watch the second one.
I think it was supposed to come out March 1st, though, so I think it got delayed.
Oh, really? Hey, man, I mean, take your time. Make it right.
Apparently there's a movie called Magic Camp. We can't wait to learn more about this upcoming live-action film coming to theaters April 6, 2018. What is it?
Fucking idea.
A Wrinkle in Time. Apparently, it's starring Oprah Winfrey, Reese Witherspoon. Well, March 9th, if anyone cares. Untitled Indiana Jones movie.
Boom! There we go, baby.
July 10th, 2020.
Now, will Harrison Ford be alive still at this point? That's the question. I'm sure he will. He seems to outlive everything.
Probably. I mean, his planes might not, but he will.
He does. Right on. I'm all for that. I wasn't. You know what? I'm an apologist for the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, which was the last Indiana Jones movie, because I actually like it. I know a lot of people don't.
I mean, it was fun. I liked it.
I mean, of course, it doesn't match the originals, which are fantastic. The first Raiders of the Lost Ark is my favorite movie, so I'm all for seeing another Indiana Jones. I mean, do they need Harrison Ford? I don't necessarily think so. I think they could always recast someone younger, but
it's better than Shia LaBeouf.
But yeah, I mean, and that's another good question. Do you think they're gonna keep that guy around, or he's pretty insane, right? I wouldn't.
Well, his last movie sold one ticket.
Famously, one ticket. Yeah, he actually had some unflattering things to say about Steven Spielberg, so I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't show up in this next movie. I'm in, dude. Indiana Jones, every day, all day. Excuse me. Big trailer that came out yesterday. Yesterday, right?
Kingsman came out 2 days ago, Monday.
Really?
Yeah, it came out like that night. It was.
I didn't see it until yesterday morning.
Yeah.
Kingsman: The Golden Circle just released a new trailer 2 days ago, and what do you think of it, Brian?
I think it's gonna be awesome.
It looks fucking awesome.
Man.
The first movie's freaking. I mean, Matthew Vaughn, he has not made a misstep so far for me. Kick-Ass is awesome. X-Men First Class is great. Kingsman, the first one's awesome. I just rewatched it last night. It's very, very funny. This one looks like this first one, but that's what I want. I want to see more of these characters and stuff, you know. I guess the big surprise in the trailer, spoilers if you haven't seen it yet, but the reveal that Harry Hart is still alive, Colin Firth from the first movie. He seems like he's still alive, unless that's some sort of hallucination or something.
No, I don't think so. He's probably still alive.
But he has an iPad. He has an iPad, so it seems like he survived being shot in the fucking head. Even though there was a blood splatter, because I rewatched it, and there's like a blood splatter that comes out the back of his head. But I mean, they're spies. They have all types of technology. I'm sure they'll figure out a way to bring him back to life. But I'm in, dude. He was my favorite part of the last movie.
Yeah,
one
he was
of
great.
one of my favorite parts of the last movie.
The church. Oh wait, no, he was the church scene.
That church scene is fucking magic.
I'm trying to think. There was other news. Just can't think of it. Avatar 2, 3, 4, 5.
What's going on with Avatar? Is there release dates?
Dates for those.
Did you even? I didn't really dig the first Avatar that much. It wasn't that.
I mean, it was. I think if we saw it in like 3D IMAX, it would have been phenomenal.
Visually,
it would have been
stunning,
great.
of course. But like, the story is so generic. It seems like it's very like I could. The next 4 Avatar movies have release dates again. That's what it has said.
That's what we should have said.
Here, let me pull it up.
Alright, yeah.
Okay, Avatar 2 is coming December 18th, 2020. And again, take this with a grain of salt because these movies have been rescheduled and all that shit 100 times over. So, whatever. Avatar 3 comes out December 17th, 2021, a year after. Avatar 4 apparently will come out December 20th, 2024. Okay, so these movies are now taking over the holiday season drop spot. And the 5th installment comes out December 19th, 2025.
I'm going to be 30 when the 5th one comes out.
I mean, the first one came out in 2009.
Yeah.
And the sequel's not coming out for another 11 years after that. It's kind
of weird.
Do you think people still care about that universe and shit? I mean,
not really. Not really.
I don't know. Again, visually impressive, but it's just like none of those characters really stuck with me. And I didn't really like. Again, I would definitely go see a sequel because just of the pure spectacle of it, and I'm sure when these movies eventually come out, they'll make a lot of money. I sincerely doubt they'll make as much as the first one. I think that was a lightning strikes once situation, but I'm in, dude. I like James Cameron.
James Cameron is a really good director.
Say what you will about his most recent movies. He made The Terminator. He made T2, Aliens, fucking True Lies.
He's notable. Everyone loves James Cameron.
Like
he's a legend.
He did endorse the recent Terminator movie, which surprised me because it was a piece of shit. But the man himself, he's a talent, man. So sure, I'll see another one of these fucking movies.
Oh yeah, everyone will.
Why not, man?
I need to rewatch the first one though.
Suicide Squad.
I got 11 years to watch. What?
I'm literally running out of news. But
what about Suicide Squad?
Apparently, they received some controversy. I think last week because Cara Delevingne, who plays the Enchantress in that movie, apparently she had been digitally thinned out. She had been made to look skinnier than her actual body in post production. What do you think about that? Isn't that kind of insulting a little bit?
It's insulting, but who really cares?
I mean, sure, think about it, but
she wasn't the greatest villain anyway. Yeah, you don't slam them more.
Yeah, but if I was in a movie and I was playing a villain and they're like, "Oh, you did a lovely job, Grant," and then I go to watch the movie and I'm like, "Hey, what the fuck? I'm not that skinny."
Did I lose weight?
I don't know. I mean, it's not. I guess it's not that big of a deal, but I just thought it was interesting because it's. I mean, I actually rewatched. I saw the difference, the before and after, and it's not that big of a difference. But it's just if it's not that big of a difference, then why do it in the first place?
Yeah.
I don't know, Brian. I literally don't have anything else to talk about. Do you? I think that's it for the week, Brian.
Nope. Not on my watch.
I think that's the biggest news of the last week. Again, we've been out for a while, so there's some things we.
Oh, the X-Men movies.
Absolutely, pull them up.
Hold on, let me
Those
get
have
it.
Release dates as well, right?
I know Deadpool 2 is June 1st of next year, 2018.
I don't know if we mentioned this last episode, but Josh Brolin, he's playing Cable. It's been confirmed, and I think he signed on for 4 movies.
Oh, I have no idea.
I think something like that. Hey, fun fact while you're pulling that up. Fate of the Furious, came out a couple weeks ago, and it's already made $900 million. Who would have ever,
900.
who would have ever thought these fucking movies would be billion-dollar fucking movies, man?
Hey man, if it has Ludacris, Cars,
I
and
think it's
rap
The
music.
Rock. That's what I think. I think it's The Rock.
You think so?
Fuck, dude, everyone loves The Rock. I want him to run for president. I would vote for him.
Oh yeah, no
100
doubt.
times. Have you seen there was a new trailer for Baywatch that came out yesterday? Dude, it looks fucking funny.
Yeah, Baywatch looks cool.
I want to see it.
That comes out the same day as Pirates of the Caribbean.
Fuck Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm going to see Baywatch, bitch. Give me some rock action.
Yeah, this website's not giving me anything.
Well, anyways, I mean, we don't have to pull up the release dates, but it's been confirmed that Deadpool 2 and I think X-Force.
New Mutants, Deadpool 2, and Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix, and that's apparently going to be a sequel to Apocalypse because we got a little hint at the Dark Phoenix at the end of that movie.
Yeah. But New Mutants, March 2018. Deadpool 2, June 1st, 2018. Dark Phoenix, sometime 2018. Let me look it up.
Wait, they're all coming out the same year?
Yeah, they're coming out the same year. That's
Holy
the crazy
shit.
part.
You know what, man? I'm surprised that I am looking forward to these movies. You know, because thinking about it, like, I've never really been a big X-Men universe film fan, but, like, I think they found a formula that works for them. Like, with Deadpool and with Logan, and I guess Apocalypse in between.
Not really.
No, not at all.
No one's like, oh my god, X-Men Apocalypse, best X-Men ever.
Deadpool and Logan are character movies that are... They're subgenre movies. Like, Deadpool's pretty much a comedy. Logan's pretty much a Western. And I think they found a formula that works for them, dude. And I'm excited. I want to see Deadpool. I want to see more... I want to see stuff like that. I want to see them do things that have not been done before. As opposed to what, like... I love Marvel movies, but they are doing the same thing at this point. And the DC movies are now, they're like chameleons. Like, first they were trying to be Dark Knight movies, now they're trying to be Marvel movies. I don't understand what their point is.
Well, here's the thing about Kevin Feige actually said they have like creative minds because that's why they didn't want, or he said that because he wanted to answer
who had creative minds?
Deadpool and Logan.
Yeah,
because those movies are super creative and
they did, like, has there ever been a superhero movie like Deadpool? No. Or Logan? No. Like,
no.
But I think they finally found what works for their movies, and I'm all for the X-Men. I'm really excited for the future of the X-Men film universe. Less of Apocalypse, more of Deadpool and Logan. That's what I say.
Yeah, I think they're going the R route, right?
They should be, man. I'd like to see that, and if not, whatever. But hey, that's Hollywood, baby. I think, is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it now.
I think that's it. I think that is it, Brian. I've been Grant.
I've been Brian.
We've been the smartest kids in the room. This has been episode 20. And then we'll be back. We'll be back some other time. Hopefully next week with some more news. Try to fit in some more trailer breakdowns, movie reviews, all that stuff. We've been gone for a while, but we haven't been forgotten, right, Brian?
We never been forgotten.
Like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Don't do all that stuff. Do it, don't.
Please do.
Go to a gypsy and let her tell you what you want to do.
We gotta make sure people are actually watching this and we're not wasting our time.
Please do, absolutely. But like I said, we'll be back with some more of the same, and go get smart. Goodbye.